So today it's going to be pretty short day for training. We're going to be looking at the differences between the wire instructions. So for the title, so when we request documents from escrow, we request title, escrow and title documents. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so for title, anything that comes from title is going to be the prelim, CPL, wire instructions, E&O, any supplements. Those are all part of title. We do get them from escrow. Very little do we reach out directly to title. We usually reach out to escrow, and they're the middleman between us as the lending company and the title company. Our main point of contact is the escrow officer. But there are a few times where we will reach out to title to get things directly from them. So even though we are getting instructions, these documents from escrow, doesn't necessarily mean they're escrow documents, right? So we do have to make sure whenever we do get documents from them, we check the company that's on the letterhead of each document. So in particular, that we're going to be talking about this week is the wire instructions. So the wire instructions are from title because our lending company is going to be sending the wire to title at funding, right? So our instructions have to come from title. However, escrow also has their own wire instructions that for the most part, I would say 99.9% of the time, is sent directly to the borrower themselves. So the borrower sends their EMD or their final funds, right, to escrow. So there are two different wire instructions for the most part. We, as a lending company, will not receive those escrow instructions from escrow wire instructions. However, we do have a copy of them with the loan docs. When we receive escrow's loan docs, that's when we'll sometimes get a copy of that wire instructions, but it's meant to be sent to the borrower. So let me pull up a file here. So here for the same property address, the 2501 that I'm looking at, Terrytown, we have here this set of instructions. Like I mentioned, it comes part of with the loan docs themselves. So if you see the name of the document, the title of the document, it says the escrow's company's name. Again, it'll say wire instructions. So we see that it is the escrow name, Blue Tree and Blue Tree Escrow, right? So the wire instructions is going to have the bank name, bank information, so any routing number, account number. The title wire instructions, it's going to be, it can look the same as this. This one in particular is fairly simple, but it does have the title's company name. Again, it has the bank information, account number, and routing numbers. Okay. So this one in particular does look a little different compared to other wire instructions. I'll show you different ones. So we have, this one is labeled incorrectly. So this one, again, it shows wire instructions as their label, and it has the title's company. And then again, the bank information to be able to wire the final funds, right? Again, this one too, title's company name, bank info, and then the document, its name itself has wiring instructions. So again, even though we're getting them from escrow, for the most part, you are going to label this as title wire instructions underscore the subject property.
Okay.
Just going to reiterate the escrow wire instructions. We will not get it. It's sent directly to the borrower. But if we ever do, just make sure it's labeled as escrow wire instructions and the subject property, but always double check the company logo. Any questions?
No, none.
Then if that's pretty much all there is to this section. If you have any questions regarding any other assignment or